surprises. That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering you?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you? Oh, so you're adventurers. Oh, finally, someone has heard my prayers.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something. Don't worry, you've got 2 super experienced adventurers right here. We'll take care of anything and everything for you as long as...
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run, so...
So, you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
Exactly, you're right on the Mora, so I thought I could delegate this work.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish?
No, you mustn't let your guard down. Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales, the story our parents would tell us was always the same.
A child eating water
My father would always describe it as even though the tales vary regarding its appearance, and once it finds a child, But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale? I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone...
So you mean someone really got eaten by a...
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. But still, they all say this happened on Araneus. Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built. Is it really so shocking that
why does Paimon...
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map.
Is this the stretch of water Della Roche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. Huh? Look. These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around. Wait. Did you hear something just...
Paimon? Traveler? I'm sorry.
Freminet!
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp? Thelxie.
Huh? You know that name too?
No. I think Sure, if that's... I know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop. Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
Huh?
Yeah, but, she made a special request. It's alright, though.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes,
The fish? These past few weeks, I've been taking all that about...
So that's all it was? That actually...
Yes, I think...
So in the end, it was just Freminet.
I'm sorry. It sounds like thank you.
Actually, how much work do you still have left, Freminet? Maybe.
Thanks for offering. But I can't trouble.
Hey, it's no.
But
Nope, that's not how it works. See, if we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding. Exactly, so.
Huh. I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let's finally give it a try. Hey, Selfie! Are you there? So that's Freminet.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, it's not really any...
Hey, Felxie. Nice to meet you.
I wanted to install a language output module, but as it stands, Thelxie can...
No need to get...
I have to...
That doesn't sound too...
The others shouldn't take too long.
A weapon? Well, what an imaginative employer.
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same.
Whoa, Felxie just said something again. Could he?
He can react to certain key words, but
That's a pity.
Sounds good. Here we go. I have this testing manual. Want to give it a try? Okay.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before.
Then let's move on to the underwater part. Speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's Okay.
Squall Fury!
Should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search. This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out. Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp.
Wind rises.
Freminet, you're back. I thought you might have been out.
I'm sorry, Madame de...
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your super.
Oh,
Yes, I see.
It's really nice to meet you, Madam District.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria.
Oh, do you really think so?
Of course. If my child had friends like you.
Obsessed with...
Ah, so you don't know anything about.
Well, Freminet told us that it was a private matter.
I see. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply.
Sure, you can tell us anything.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Simply put, parents came up with a story. Painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water.
Infatuated?
Yes. He told me that he thought the water imp might have just.
Huh. So he wanted to become friends with the water imp, so...
Thank you, little Paimon. It's a type of mental disorder.
Oh, no.
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon...
No! Paimon wanted...
The family doctor has already begun to treat my son. But since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treat.
Huh?
Uncontrollable delusions.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger.
Amazing.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long.
How could the story end like this?
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest.
My poor child can no longer differentiate between.
Perhaps in his mind.
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusion.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several. He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world.
Ah, so Zuria's son also saw Felxie as a penguin.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Freminet...
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son.
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of,
Sadly, no.
So we'll be playing it straight? Or,
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. Keep your spirits up, everyone. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's a...
Understood. There's also one last thing.
That's great news. I must thank you all. All right, everyone.
Zuria sure is...
Let's discuss that over by the
Smile! What is it, Freminet?
This is the first time that if things don't quite turn out as we wish.
Freminet, why do you bring this up all of a sudden?
It's not that I'm not optimistic.
Ah, so that's why you looked like you knew exactly what...
No. They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors, and from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes.
What? It could get that serious?
Yeah, that's just the nature of it.
Hey, now's not the time to be joking around.
Really?
Yeah! After all, we'll just be using a toy as Felxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. But if we can help him regain control and...
Oh, Paimon sees what you're...
Well, maybe because I have also had many of my own dreams in the past.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark! Hey, why did you put that?
It's just... Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys. And Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But...
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because...
Freminet...
No, I don't think so. I can still... It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see.
Specific times?
Yeah.
Really? Paimon just...
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different... I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments...
Really? Like a miracle?
Well, if that's in order.
Hey, now's not the time! Freminet still has the...
Right. I still... Thanks for all of your help.
Behold! Squall and Fury!